Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be going over some top tips for women over 40 looking to lose the belly fat. So exercise tips for women who are looking to lose the belly fat. So if you are new to me, my name is Cheryl and I've been a fitness instructor for over 23 years. And I have recently lost 50 pounds of menopause weight. So I didn't really understand what the heck was going on because it wasn't really taught to me that I would be gaining weight in menopause. Now, I know a lot of people don't, but majority of women will. So today we're going to be going over some effective tips for women over 40 looking to figure this out. So I've taken some of the guesswork out of it for you. So one of the things that I want to mention to you is that the last tip is actually something you may not have even considered. So you want to stick around for that one. So we're going to get started, and I like to follow along with my slideshow. So I'm going to put that on. There we go. So top tips. So we are going to get started here. So this is a quick start guide. So if you're gaining belly fat all of a sudden, here's what you can do. So just if you're not sure, maybe you haven't quite gained the belly fat. If you're in your 40s, you may start to notice a few things start to happen. So for example, you may notice that you start getting hot flashes, or you start getting warm spells. Maybe you are getting night sweats, for example. Maybe you're getting night sweats. Maybe you're having difficulty sleeping, or all of a sudden you're really itchy for no apparent reason, or your skin might feel tingly. Now, there are these plus more, and these are symptoms that you are in perimenopause. So you may not have stopped menstruating, but these are signs that you're getting in there. And along with that can be that dreaded belly fat. So I didn't realize some of the symptoms that I were having was actually associated with menopause. And it wasn't until I was long into it and now in menopause, which is meaning that you don't have your period for more than a year. So now that I'm in menopause, then I'm like, oh my goodness, I was going through perimenopause and I didn't even know. so anyway, so that's where this all kind of came from. So you're going to kind of learn from my experience here. All right, so you're getting belly fat all of a sudden. Here's what you can do. So it's cardio. So stop doing HIIT, so high intensity training, and similar cardio workouts. They're not helping. So you want to instead incorporate daily walking outside, preferably outside. So daily walking. Now, the reason you want to do that is because you're trying to calm your nervous system. Because at this point in time, because your hormones are changing, your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system are out of whack. So the first thing we need to do is stop stressing our body out. And if you're doing high intensity training or similar cardio style workouts, you're kind of making the problem worse. So we really want to stop that and go for a walk, and not a walk necessarily to burn calories, but just with the calming in mind. So it's more like the stress reduction activities as opposed to, I got to work out really hard. All right, let's go to the next. Gonna get my mouse over here. All right, self-care. So this is what I was talking about. Now, I know it's not necessarily a gym for the workout, but you need to stop putting everybody else first. It's time to commit to yourself and do things for yourself to help you de-stress. So whatever that may be. So if that is, maybe it's not going for a walk, maybe it's dancing, or maybe it's having a bath, or maybe it's, doing things that you enjoy. It could be anything, but it's really time to find stuff to do for yourself to de-stress. Okay, so again, there's the theme, right? We're trying not to stress the body out. And stop putting everybody first. Self-care is not selfish. I'm sure you've probably heard that. All right, so calorie focused training. So a lot of times what happens is we're like, oh, I can burn more calories if I do, high intensity training, or if I do long bouts of cardio because I really want to burn more calories, or is this going to burn calories? So instead, what we want to focus on is strength training. Why do we want to do the strength training? Well, that's going to help when you build your muscle. You're trying to fix your metabolism. So when you build your muscle, you are creating more metabolic activity at rest, right? So for every pound of muscle you gain, you're going to be able to burn an extra 50 calories. So strength training, no more than 3 to 4 times a week. So it's not 5 times a week, 6 times a week, it's 3 to 4. And you can mix up, the body parts. Now, you want to make sure that you are doing like decent strength training, right? You want to build that muscle. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is rest intervals. Now this is kind of interesting. Okay. Now you may not have heard of this. So you need to stop racing through your strength training, meaning, you're lifting your weight, like you do 8 to 12 reps. You're like, oh, 30 seconds, I'm gonna do it again. No, you need to rest. And the longer you take, the better it is. So 3 minutes. Have you ever done 3 minutes? It's crazy. But the reason why these can be beneficial is there's more muscle growth stimulation for when you have longer periods of rest, and it allows for maximum muscle protein synthesis, meaning you can achieve more with fewer sets. So you've given your body time to rest. See, the whole thing is about resting your body and de-stressing, right? So you're giving your body time to kind of reset before you go again. Another reason is this, less fatigue. So if you have shorter intervals between, so avoiding shorter rest intervals helps prevent central fatigue, so all over fatigue, and maintains your ability to effectively engage large muscle groups, right? So instead of having the small muscles kind of take over because the large muscles are sore or tired, that won't happen. And the next one, the reason why you want to do this is you want to rebalance. So this helps rebalance overactive nervous system. So the whole thing we're trying to, avoid is getting your body all PO'd, stressed out. So you rebalance your overactive nervous system. So short stimulation sets followed by long rest can retain an overactive, too wound up nervous system, right? And that's exactly what we want. So that's kind of an interesting one. So if you've never thought of that, I would suggest that you try to have the longer rest period between your weight training. So what should you be doing? Let me go here. So prioritize. So exercise along with stress reduction. So that's what we are aiming for. So it's critical to focus on calming, stress-reducing activities that activate the parasympathetic nervous system to compensate for the loss of progesterone, especially when you're in your 40s, right, or older. So progesterone has a natural calming effect. This means taking self-care seriously, prioritizing rest and relaxation. Okay, so walk as much as you can, train 3 to 4 times a week to get stronger and build muscle. Prioritize lifting weights heavy and getting stronger. None of this metabolic crap where you're trying to, race between machines or exercises or anything like that. And prioritize protein and overall calories and taking dieting breaks. So if you are a dieter, if you're dieting for something specific, take regular breaks, right? So the fix starts with resting and caring for your nervous system, which can be difficult for chronic overexercisers and constant dieters. But if you don't bring your metabolic stress, if you don't bring it down, you won't have a good fat loss program. So that is what you need to do. So it's all based on that stress reduction and exercising smart especially as you age. Your progesterone goes down, or progesterone changes, estrogen goes down, and we really need to kind of reset our body in such a way. Now, I have a couple other things just to let you know about. So I introduced myself at the beginning, but I just thought I'd do it again. So if you don't know, I'm 23 years a fitness trainer. I have managed gyms, I've managed studios, I've had my own studio. I've taught people of all ages, shapes and sizes, men and women. And after I gained my weight and lost my weight through holistic and wellness methods, I decided that I was going to help others do the same. So I'm a wellness advocate, and what I'm offering now is group. I have group classes, a low impact. This is to kind of get you back into it, get the muscles going, get the joints moving. It's a safe and effective way. And I have group coaching as well as one-on-one. So it's really important if you want that extra attention and you want to finally lose the belly fat, to have that. So I do a 30-minute consultation, and we can figure out where you want to go, what you've done, figure out a meal plan and all that. And then we can work together. So I do full nutrition and supplementation. So if you are looking for a plan along with supplements to make your weight loss or your transformation or your health journey go a lot quicker, you can do the full package. You can do the training, the full nutrition, supplementation, one-on-one training, and you can also be part of a group session once a week. So there's a lot of different things that kind of go into this, and the information on the website is there, or you can just email me and we can kind of figure out where to go from there. So hopefully you got some value in today's lesson, effective workout tips for women over 40. It's time to de-stress, take control, and don't go crazy with the cardio, right? All right. So until next time, I hope you have an awesome week. Take care and see you later. Bye-bye.